It began with the sound of a moan, soft, breathy, unmistakable. Not mine. Not anyone real. Just a video someone had forgotten to turn off on the break room TV. It was 2:47 p.m. on a Tuesday. My body was dragging through its 14th hour of a soul-draining shift, and all I wanted was a lousy cup of coffee. I looked like hell. Hair twisted in a tired bun. Scrubs wrinkled beyond salvation, name badge smudged and bent. At that point, I wasn't even sure I had a soul anymore, just muscle memory and caffeine cravings pushing me forward. As I pushed the break room door open, the scent hit me first. Masculine. Earthy. And then I saw him. Mason. The new ER nurse. 6'2". Tattoos curling out from beneath the sleeves of his navy scrubs, smirked like sin dipped in honey. He leaned against the counter like he owned the place. Like he owned me. His eyes flicked up from the screen, catching mine. I should have turned around. Should have walked out. But I was too tired to be good. Too tired of being invisible. Too tired of being me. Didn't expect company, Mason said, reaching for the remote but not pressing pause. My eyes flicked to the TV, naked skin, tangled sheets, gasping mouths, and then back to him. He didn't flinch, didn't look embarrassed. Just gave me that cocky, knowing look that said he saw everything and judged nothing. You look tense, he murmured. I didn't answer. Not when his hand brushed my shoulder, his fingers lingering long enough to draw fire beneath my skin. My body leaned into it before my brain could protest. His touch slid down my arm like warm honey, and by the time he reached my wrist he felt it, my pulse thumping traitorously. We shouldn't, I whispered, my voice paper thin. But you want to, he whispered back. And I did. God help me, I did. My fingers brushed the hem of his scrub top, skin to skin, hot and dangerous. Then the doorknob clicked. 2 interns burst in laughing, and Mason stepped back with the easy grace of someone caught red-handed but unbothered. I grabbed my coffee and fled, my face burning, heart sprinting. In the bathroom, I splashed cold water on my cheeks, trying to erase the heat, the scent, him. That night I crawled into bed beside Ethan, my husband of 7 years. Loyal. Predictable. Gentle. He asked, "You okay, babe?" "Just tired." I lied with practiced ease. My phone buzzed on the nightstand. I didn't check it. I didn't need to. My lips were already curled into a guilty smile. The next morning, I swore I wouldn't go back to the break room. Made it all the way to the elevator without looking. But fate, or temptation, had other plans. Mason was there again. Same lean. Same smirk. Coffee in one hand, a file in the other. He didn't speak. Just studied me, like I was a puzzle he'd already solved. My hands shook before my shift even began. The ER was chaos. Code blue after code blue, no time to think, no time to breathe. Until I was paired with him. We worked in perfect rhythm, gloved and bloody, as if we'd done it 100 times. I handed him a scalpel before he asked. He wiped sweat from my brow without a word. When the adrenaline finally ebbed and the patient stabilized, we stood alone in the supply room. "Why are you doing this?" I blurted. His answer was instant. "Because you're not just tired, Jenna. You're starving." I sucked in a sharp breath. "And you're what, my rescue?" "No," he stepped closer, voice low, eyes burning. "I'm the fire. You just forgot what it feels like to burn." His fingers brushed mine as he handed over gauze, and it was like a switch flipped inside me. Heat, need, hunger. I stumbled back against the shelves, medical tape clattering to the floor. He caged me in, careful, slow, giving me the choice. I didn't choose. I moved. My hands fisted in his scrub collar, dragging him down. Lips crashing into his like I'd been holding my breath for years. The kiss was messy, desperate. His hands hovered just above my waist, restrained, but his mouth told a different story. "You taste like trouble," he whispered when we finally broke apart. "You started it," I breathed. "A nurse's knock jolted us apart." Mason smirked, handed me the gauze like nothing had happened, and left me shaking. At home, Ethan greeted me with wine and lasagna, rubbed my feet while I faked smiles. "You've been quiet lately," he said gently. "Long shifts. Too much death," I answered, and his kiss on my temple was like a dagger. He didn't deserve this. Later, I found a message on my phone. "Same time tomorrow. Break room. You bring the coffee, I'll bring the heat." My thumb hovered over delete. Instead, I typed black. No sugar. Just like trouble. And I hit send. The break room became our secret world. Its four walls held our whispers, our stolen glances, our dizzy, breathless silences. Coffee turned into touches. Conversations melted into kisses that left me raw, alive, terrified. Mason saw me. Not the perfect nurse. Not the dutiful wife. Me, the messy, restless woman starving for something more. What are we doing? I whispered one morning as he slipped behind me, arms circling my waist. You've been quiet for too long, he murmured against my ear. I couldn't answer, because I was afraid of what I'd say. That night, Ethan surprised me. Let's get away this weekend. Just us. No distractions. Where? A cabin in the woods. No phones. No work. Just us. Panic clawed at my chest. No mason. No excuses. Just me and Ethan in a silence I couldn't hide inside. Sounds perfect, I forced out. But it wasn't. At the cabin I couldn't breathe. Ethan tried. Candles, music, arms wrapped around me in the dark. But I was distant, drenched in guilt. On our last night, firelight flickered in his eyes as he said, "You're not here with me." I am. No, Jenny. Your body is, but your heart's somewhere else. I looked away. He asked the question I'd been dreading. Is there someone else? I didn't answer. His voice cracked. I see the way you flinch when I touch you. Like you're somewhere else, with someone else. I didn't mean to, I whispered, but even the apology tasted like betrayal. He stood slowly. I love you, but I won't beg to keep someone who's already gone. The silence after he left was deafening. Back in the city, I expected Mason to be the fire that consumed what was left of me. But when I finally found him, he was cold. I'm out, he said, not even looking at me. What? You can't. This isn't fun anymore. It's messy. You're unraveling. You started this. And now I'm ending it. He walked away, leaving me gutted. My marriage, my affair, my identity, all gone. For the first time, I was terrifyingly alone. Weeks passed. Ethan moved out quietly like a ghost. I didn't go back to Mason. Instead, I started over. I switched departments. Took up journaling, therapy, yoga. I began to find myself. Not the wife, not the lover, just Jenna. One afternoon, I passed Mason in the hospital hallway. Our eyes met. A flicker of history, nothing more. I kept walking. Because sometimes the fire isn't meant to last. Sometimes it's just meant to wake you up.